Hello everyone and welcome to my podcast on Tales from Indian Mythology. In the current episode, I will be talking about the first son of Deva Surya. Vaivasvata Manu, after he grew up into a young man, became the king of the Dravida kingdom in Bhulok. He was a just and fair king, but during his reign, the current Kalpa came to an end. Now, a Kalpa is also called one day of Brahma in Hinduism, or 4.32 billion years in simple terms. At the end of every Kalpa, the world is said to be annihilated in a pralay. This was considered the night of Brahma. Now, as the end of the Kalpa came, there was also an Asura named Hayagriva who stole the Vedas from Lord Brahma. Of the Trimurtis, Lord Brahma was the creator, Lord Vishnu was the preserver, and Lord Shiva was the destroyer. And so, being the preserver, Lord Vishnu was now tasked with protecting the Manavs and other life forms on earth from the pralay, along with retrieving the Vedas, which had all the knowledge that would serve Manavs. For this, he decides to take an avatar on Bhulok. And so, he appears in the form of a small fish to Vaivasvata Manu when he is offering his evening prayers in the river. He does not reveal his true identity but requests the king to protect him from the bigger fish and other possible predators in the river. King Manu takes pity on the fish and transfers him to a pot, which the fish soon outgrows. He then transfers the fish into a tank and subsequently into a pond, but the fish outgrows both of them. Baffled at this, he finally transfers the fish to the ocean. By then, he realizes that this is no ordinary fish, and so he requests the fish to reveal his true identity. Lord Vishnu then reveals himself and informs him that there will soon be a great flood in all the land. He instructs Manu to build a great ship and have all the Saptarishis, his people, and a few numbers of all other life forms in the land on board. Manu has a ship built accordingly and has everyone on board by the day of the flood. Then the pralay starts. It rains torrentially for several days, causing the oceans themselves to flood and plunge the land in their waters. The ship that Manu is on too begins to rock on the waters, and all the residents fear that they too would die in the deluge. Lord Vishnu, in the meantime, manages to locate the Asura hiding in the depths of the ocean. He slays him and retrieves the Vedas, and then arrives at the ship to the rescue of Manu and his people. He instructs Manu to tie the ship to the horn on his forehead and then guides them to safety until the end of the flood. Post that, he takes his true form and leaves after instructing Manu to rebuild life for all of the Manavs and other life forms on his ship. Manu obeys his instructions and rebuilds his kingdom. Now, as Vaivasvata Manu rebuilt the land for all the Manavs, he came to be known as the first Manav. He also came up with the laws of Manu, which served as a code of conduct for his people. He married a lady named Shraddha, and so he also came to be known as Shraddha Deva. The couple's first child, Ella, was a daughter, but the parents dearly wanted a son and an heir to the land. So they prayed to the gods Varuna and Mitra to change her gender. Ella was then turned into a boy whom the couple named Sudyuma. The couple's second child was a boy, Ikshvaku, who went on to become the first king of Suryavansh, founding his kingdom at Kosala. Now you might wonder why Manu's second son became the first Suryavanshi king and not his first offspring. This is because although Sudyumna was turned into a boy at birth, he again turned into a woman upon entering a magical forest while hunting and again took the form of Ella. But Ella is equally pivotal in our story because she marries the son of Deva Chandra and her son becomes the first of the Chandravanshi kings. I will get into Ila's story in detail in subsequent episodes, but in the next episode, I will be talking about Ikshvaku and his children. Thank you so much for listening and hope to see you all in the next episode as well.